name's Tamara Chambers, and this is Tamara's Never Seen. And today, I am watching Independence Day for the first time ever. I have had this on my list forever. We're nearing 3 years of Tamara's Never Seen here. It's coming up in the next month. My name is Tamara Chambers, and I am about to watch Return to Oz for the first time ever. It's gonna be so much fun. Which is absolutely unbelievable. But this has been on my list since the very start. At least since my second episode when I did Jurassic Park and I loved Jeff Goldblum in it. Life, finds a way. Life, finds a way. By the way, I've rewatched that movie quite a few times since my second episode of me doing Jurassic Park, and it is such a good movie. And I don't know if I would have even seen it yet if it wasn't for this show, so that's really cool. I know it's about aliens. I know Will Smith says welcome to Earth at some point, and that's all you need in a film, I think. I feel like. So let's get into it. Welcome to Earth. Na, 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 na. That's what I imagined it was gonna be. A little longer than I imagined it was gonna be, but that's pretty much what I imagined, and I liked it. It's insanely dated, and I also feel like if I would have seen it at the time, I would have just fallen in love with it. Watching it now, I still was super entertained. I personally think they could have cut off 30 minutes from this movie. 45 minutes from this movie, and it still would have been just as good, or probably better. It was 2.5 hours. And there were moments where it felt like it was 2.5 hours. I think that's become my new mantra in life, is just movies shouldn't be longer than 2 hours. There's only a few exceptions on that. Shawshank Redemption. I guess The Green Mile too. Wow, same director. The visionary. Oh, and Endgame. Endgame for sure. Despite its long time and its datedness, some of the practicals didn't look too good, the CGI didn't look too good, the script was so 90s in a hilarious way that like dated it, but still it was fun to watch it for sure. I felt like I was transported back to the 90s. I also love Will Smith. There haven't been many Will Smith projects that I've been super excited about recently. I'm seeing Aladdin next week, and I'm a little nervous. I'm going in optimistic because I love that character, I love that movie, and I'm a little nervous because the live actions aren't really my thing, but so anyways, Will Smith hasn't been doing that much recently, in years. I feel like the last few things I really, really loved him in were like The Pursuit of Happiness and 7 Pounds. I thought he was really good in Suicide Squad. I think him and Harley definitely were the best. I think the characters overall were, but anyways, we're getting into a lot of other movies. But Will Smith, I love him, and he completely carried this movie. This film would have been not nearly as good without Will Smith, I feel like. I really like the president character in this. He seems very down to earth and very self-aware. One of the first lines that he has is, "Isn't it interesting how quickly people can turn against you?" That just rings so true today. I was just reading an article about cancel culture. So then you meet David, who is Jeff Goldblum's character, and he was preaching the good word about anti-styrofoam use in the 90s. His character is very eco-friendly and trying to save the earth. And wouldn't you know it, he gets to save the earth, like literally. Not just by recycling cans, which you should do, but if you can save the world from aliens, it's like a quicker way to do it. You're meeting a lot of characters at this point. In the beginning, they're just throwing characters at you. You get the drunk pilot. Don't drink and pilot a plane. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. He very much reminds me of the Aliens guy. He's talking about being abducted by aliens. It's all just very 90s, because then we get Will Smith and his girlfriend, and he goes out to get the mail, and everyone is like vacating their homes, and Will Smith realizes that something's happening and is looking around like, what do we do? And his girlfriend runs out and is like, "You want some of this coffee?" So 90s. I would never chase a significant other outdoors to ask if they wanted coffee. I'm just gonna wait until you come back in. I'm sorry. I'm just not that attentive. Neither is anyone else. I feel like the first half of this movie is so quick and interesting and fast, and then things really slow down as we go into the second portion of this movie. And then the end, of course, is quick and fast-paced again, but there's a lot in that middle portion we could have cut out. There's a lot of Jeff Goldblum explaining the science of what he's doing, and it's so funny because none of it is actual science, like that movie TV science. Well, the molecular biology of this goes into the fallopian tubes of that, and then we get, there's a code for the aliens. Jeff Goldblum. Good job, buddy. I just wrote vocal fry guy. Who is he? Does he still have a voice today? He has terrible vocal fry. I would know. That's what I'm doing right now. It's vocal fry, like it's making it sound like this. Oh, Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum. Voice actor. Oh, he was Edna in Hairspray. That makes sense. How does he still have a voice? I was very uncomfortable watching his scenes because I was like, his voice is gonna die at any point, any moment now. Anytime I've ever gone to a vocal coach in my whole life, they're like, you have so much vocal fry, Tamara, you talk in the back of your throat, versus like, up here, I'm supposed to be talking up here. This is where I should have my placement, and then I talk like this. One thing that I have to point out, that no film, no TV show, nothing ever has captured before, and that's the dog jumping with an explosion behind him and living. That scene made everything so much better. No, Jimmy, no! So that sucks. Will Smith is flying around and there's green alien lasers coming at him. He's going through like these valleys of rock and desert. It's like super sad Star Wars. Will Smith then punches an alien in the head, which is a big mood. Welcome to Earth. I could have been in a barbecue. Some really just classic cinematic lines here. Jeff Goldblum, who's the scientist, is in Air Force One with the president. They're trying to brainstorm and figure out what's happening. And he's like, don't you guys know anything about aliens? And the president's like, no, whatever you've heard is not true. There's no aliens that we've known about up until now. And this asshole in the back is like, well, that's not entirely true. You go to Area 51, you've got this epic music playing, and you walk in, you see all the aliens, the alien ship, and it's fun. But also, the president must feel like such an idiot. What's the point of being president if you don't get those juicy secrets? It's just not worth being president if you don't get to know about aliens. That's the one good thing about being president, is you get to know about aliens. Thank you for coming. This has been my TED Talks. Will meets up with the president and Jeff Goldblum by happenstance with the alien undertow. And he thinks that his girlfriend and son are dead, and the dog, he misses the dog explosion. That sucks. Then we go to Jasmine, his girlfriend, and her son, and they think that Will is dead. It's a classic Romeo and Juliet situation, kind of. You're gonna nuke the USA. So Jeff Goldblum comes up with this idea to give the alien ship a cold. That way their defenses will be knocked down and then they can attack them, because they're pretty much as frail as humans are. And everyone is like, a cold, oh so stupid, what an idiot. Like that's the ridiculous plan. Like they didn't just nuke the United States with no effects. They're like, well, I think we got it under control, Jeff Goldblum. Stupid. I wrote, I loved the wedding. Will Smith and Jasmine get married. That's what I want. I want a love story shoved into an action film. If you would have shaved 40 minutes off of this movie, it would have been perfect. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. Great rhyme. We're gonna live on. We're gonna survive. Today, we're gonna celebrate our Independence Day. Oh, yeah. The president goes off and fights because he's a fighter pilot. He belongs in the air. And no one is like, no, but you're the president and the vice president has already died. No, you can't go fight these we need you, sir. I know my daughter just lost her mother, so if I go up there and I die, well, it kind of sucks for the daughter, but what are you gonna do? I'm a fighter pilot and I belong in the air. They upload a virus onto the alien's ship. Apparently the alien ship also uses Windows 98. I think this might be the cheesiest movie I've ever seen. Jeff Goldblum, Will Smith escape the alien ship, and it's cheese to the max. Honestly, I loved it. I really think they should have cut out like 40 minutes of it, but it was super fun. Boomer will live. Yeah, Boomer will live. That's the best part of the movie. Yes, Boomer, yes. You'll enjoy it for the dumb popcorn action movie it is, yes. But you'll likely think that some of the special effects don't hold up. Some, not at all. Yes. Also, Bill Pullman's presidential speech is legend. Yes! Damn it, Tamara, you could have been at a barbecue. Yeah, pretty up. There's some good presidential predictions. I won't put them in, but yeah. You'll wonder how they could possibly make a sequel. Yes! Super fun popcorn flick. I think you'll enjoy it and wonder why Will Smith seems to want to play boring, uncharismatic characters anymore. Yes. Brian! I went to college with Brian. You're gonna love the shit out of it. Yeah, Brian, I did. I had such a good time with this movie. Honestly, I loved Jeff Goldblum. He was fantastic in it. And Harry Connick Jr. and the president, Bill Pullman, right? Great. It made me long for those sweet, in-depth, funny, deep, charismatic, insightful, what's the word I want to use? Characters that Will Smith plays. He's a YouTuber now. Will, you want to collab? Did I get it? Oh no, I didn't get a text from him. Okay, well, I'll just wait. Thank you so much for watching. I had such a good time with this. I'm glad that I finally watched it. Was it long? Yes. Was it amazing? Yes. Did Boomer live? Yes. I will see you all next week with Leon the Professional because it almost won the poll. And then we'll see if I ever do Tank Girl. You know what I mean? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Welcome to Earth.